about to walk out and leave. I had fucking bags packed, lights are off, everything was ready, and then I thought about this TikTok I made that I want to elaborate on, which is why, like, end of August, early September, expect a lot of breakups or relationships falling through, which otherwise were on rocky ground, but like didn't have that firm boundary of breakup yet. So there's a couple things playing in here, but I thought, like, you know, I should let the YouTube people know, if you're like me, you don't really scroll on TikTok. Because fun fact, I post on TikTok, but I don't really ever scroll on it. Like, I'm never on there thinking about like, oh, what did so-and-so post on TikTok? Like, no, it's just me posting, and then, you know, I watch things on YouTube, like long form podcasts. I really only watch Huberman Lab and Diary of a CEO, and like Lex Friedman, but it's fewer and far between with how he uploads. So basically, first of all, is there is a Venus retrograde and it's coming to a close, meaning that we are starting to, Venus is slowing down. There's a week left. Things are not necessarily getting easier, but the story of complexity or confusion or things happening in relationships which were against the grain is now evening out. Sorry, I just had a little bit of a weird hiccup there. Things are evening out, and we're getting a little bit more closure or more insight into how we want the Venus retrograde to end. I know that, for example, Venus retrograde has nothing to do with relationships for me, but it's having to do with some financial dealings which are getting closure or finalization nearing the end of the retrograde. And similarly, as this full moon on the 30th is near the end of this retrograde, there will be closure approaching, which we can kind of feel and expect. The second major thing that is playing into this is that full moon I mentioned is in Pisces, which naturally usually has to do with, I don't want to say escapist because that can be a little bit of a cliche, although it's an accurate cliche, but letting go of things or, leaving situations which are uncomfortable, looking for an escape route. However, because this full moon is conjunct Saturn retrograde, it shows boundaries or closure about something we've had second thoughts on and need to clarify where we stand. So expect not just Venus retrograde closure to be approaching, but very firmly at the end of August, this full moon closure to be very relevant and likely in line with it. Even if this full moon does not have any aspects to Venus, and it may show that this closure is not necessarily with the Venus retrograde person, but is having to do with a major situation in your life which requires closure, it is very, very likely that you're going to see a lot of people drawing boundaries in their relationships the end of August. And these are likely to be permanent or very firm boundaries, because with Saturn, this is not wishy-washy, this is not back and forth, and Saturn retrograde along with Venus retrograde show that this is something that has been building up or deliberating. This is not a new development. For people asking if this can be a new relationship with boundaries, no, this is a full moon with conjunct Saturn. This shows an ending, a letting go, a releasing. Also, going on right now is that Mars is now in Libra. Now, signs do not equal houses, do not equal planets, so Libra does not equal relationships. No sign equals a topic. Signs are characters with traits. They do not equal topics of life. So it's something that, in astrology can often get conflated. Libra does not equal relationships. There's no noun that a sign equals. A sign equals adjectives. But Libra does usually embody reflection of us and others, or thinking about the other person's response, which is why Libran people often are consumed by relationships, but not that Libra equals relationships. So with Mars now in Libra until October 12th, it shows disagreements, conflict, or working things out specifically in interpersonal relationships. Mars and Libra can tend to be passive-aggressive, more kind with their aggression, which is usually a good thing. Can definitely be kind of an ongoing debate rather than one firm kind of blow-up. It's usually this nagging of debate or of trying to solve something. All of these things point towards working out relationship issues and firmly drawing a boundary as we end August. So do not be surprised if you feel yourself or other people really at their wits' end with a certain thing that has been building up and needing a firm boundary. You can check the Pisces house in your chart for where that will be happening. I have a full video on the Pisces full moon. I'm not going to run through the houses in this one because you guys can learn that yourself, and also like through my videos. Not that you need to, like I'm here as an astrologer, but like Pisces whole sign house in your chart. For example, it's in my third house of communication or content and writing, and I am wondering if there's some kind of a boundary to not do content in a certain way anymore, or let go of a certain way that I'm writing things and creating content. Could be something I have to flat out have a boundary around, which may or may not have to do with the Venus retrograde situation, which I don't think it will do at all, but for some people, it will. If you're in a relationship or have relationships on the rocks, it is more relevant to be you. If, like me, you don't have really anything on the rocks or any kind of disruptive relationships in your life, this is likely to be the people around you that you're watching and really really, really notably going on during this time. Suggestions I would have are be firm with your boundaries. Do not be afraid to declare anything. This is not a full moon where I'm like, oh God, this is going to be immature chaos. This is more of a full moon of like, wow, there's going to be some endings. There's going to be some firm endings, likely triggered by people who are already at their wits' end with confusion due to the Venus retrograde and ready to take on those arguments due to Mars and Libra, showing that we really are open to debating others and getting to the bottom of our relationship disagreements. So thankfully tonight I'm off to see a friend and then go to a birthday party and go to studio to record vocals, and I don't think that there'll be anything nearly approaching any level of conflict like that. If you want a little bit of a fit check, this is a, oh my God, shit, I did not know my phone was on my shoes. This is actually the cutest and like most comfortable thing ever. So I'm gonna try to stand up without flashing because I don't want to edit this video. Okay, good, we got it. Okay, so this dress I got thrifted from, I got this from Wasted in LA, which I literally have never found anything worthwhile at that store. Like, I've been in there so many times and I've never found anything. I just go with friends when they want to go. I found this and I was shocked. This is an Almighty Jaded London collab. So this dress is a collab, limited edition. I got it for like $30 at what's it called, Wasted. These shoes were also thrifted from Crossroads like a couple months ago for what was going to be an album shoot, but then I just kept releasing singles. So I actually have an album photo shoot in the wings if I do decide to put out a firm album or like EP, but I think I'm just going to do singles. So insight into like the 10 people that watch these videos. This bag is literally just like $3. Like, this is a throwaway bag, but it's really cute. And then I have a headband on and my Virgo choker necklace. So if you want to buy this necklace is for sale in my store. It's actually a cute thumbnail image for my thumbnails. I just screenshot the beginning of the videos, but I often forget to take them when it's just like not if it's not a video that's going to require editing. I often forget to do a thumbnail. So this is my 3 seconds of thumbnail. Guys, you can see what this process is. Thumbnail taken, screenshotted. Alrighty, I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy this full moon. And if you break up, let me know.